Picture this. I'm 35, gripping the wheel of my beat-up SUV, wipers screaming against a wall of snow, heart racing with the kind of dumb, lovesick hope you only get when you're planning the perfect surprise. It's our 10th anniversary, and I've got a velvet box with a necklace sparkling in the passenger seat, plus a reservation at the kind of restaurant where you need to bribe someone to get a table. I'm Ethan, by the way, and my wife, Lauren, 33, is the love of my life. Or so I thought. After 12 hours of dodging ice patches and praying my tires don't quit, I pull into her sister's driveway, ready to make her cry happy tears. Instead, I walk in and hear her say, "God, I hope he wrecks. I could use the payout." Her sister, Tara, cackles and adds, "Or at least a nice long coma." My world shatters right there, necklace still in my pocket. We've been married a decade, high school sweethearts who split for college but fell back together at a friend's BBQ. Lauren was always the dreamer, the one who wanted more. Bigger house, flashier car, Insta-worthy vacations. Me? I'm a mechanic, steady job, good enough for a cozy 4-bedroom, a reliable truck, and a yearly camping trip. Lately, though, she's been cold. Started 6 months ago when she got tight with Tara and Tara's crew, people who lease BMWs they can't afford and post selfies from resorts they're still paying off. Lauren started dropping hints. Our house was cute but small, my job was fine but not ambitious. I brushed it off as a phase. We were solid, right? Wrong. Our anniversary was a Wednesday, but Lauren wanted to spend it with Tara at some fancy yoga retreat. Said it was a sister's thing. I played along, told her I was swamped at the shop. Total lie. I'd taken 2 days off. Planned to show up at Tara's with the necklace and whisk her to dinner. Weather reports were grim. Winter storm, 8 to 12 inches of snow across 4 states. Most guys would have bailed. Not me. I'm stubborn, and that reservation took me a month to snag. So, I hit the road at 5 a.m., coffee in hand, snow piling up. The drive was hell, 13 hours of white-knuckle terror, skidding past 2 wrecks, stopping 3 times to keep my eyes from shutting. But I kept picturing Lauren's smile. Worth it, I told myself. I roll into Tara's neighborhood at 6 p.m., park 2 blocks away because the plows haven't touched the streets. Snow's up to my shins, necklace box tucked in my jacket, heart pounding like I'm 16 asking her to prom. Tara's front door is unlocked, small-town trust, I guess. I hear voices in the living room, laughter. I'm about to call out when I catch my name. Lauren's voice, sharp. Ethan's been texting all day, whining about work, probably still at the shop. Tara snorts. What, fixing someone's muffler in this storm? They'd have closed by now. Lauren again, colder. He's probably home, glued to that stupid car show he loves. I freeze, hand on the doorknob. This isn't her usual teasing. There's venom in it. I should have walked in, made a scene. Instead, I stand there like an idiot, listening. Tara says, "At least he's not here cramping your anniversary vibe." Lauren laughs, bitter. God, can you imagine? He'd drag me to some greasy diner and talk about spark plugs all night. Then he'd sulk when I want to hit the retreat. Tomorrow without him. My stomach twists. I'm still holding the damn necklace box, snow melting into my boots. Tara chimes in. Roads are a mess. My co-worker's brother got stuck for 4 hours. A pause. Then Lauren says it, clear as day. God, I hope he wrecks. I could use the payout. Tara giggles. Or at least a nice long coma. They both laugh, hard, like it's the funniest thing they've ever heard. I don't know how I didn't drop the box. My chest feels like it's caving in. I must have gasped because they go quiet. I think I'm busted, but then Tara says something about wine, and they're back to cackling. I don't think. I just move. Walk to the kitchen, set the necklace, box on the counter, and leave. Lauren calls my name as I hit the door, but I don't stop. Back through the snow, back to my truck. I sit there, hands shaking, for 30 minutes before I can turn the key. My phone's already blowing up. 12 missed calls, 25 texts. I don't read a single one. I drive to a motel, $90 for a room that smells like regret, and crash on a lumpy bed, staring at the ceiling till dawn. Morning comes, and my phone's war zone. 48 texts, 19 voicemails. I don't touch them. I text my buddy Jake. Lauren fucked me over, need a couch. Jake, saint that he is, replies, keys under the mat, whiskey's in the cabinet. I drive 13 hours back, snow still falling, and pack 2 duffels at our house while Lauren's still at Tara's. Grab my tools, my dad's old watch, our safe's contents, passports, deeds, the life insurance policy we got 2 years ago. $750K. Enough to make someone hope you wreck. I'm at Jake's by midnight, bags in his garage, whiskey in my hand. It's been 4 days. Lauren's relentless. Calls from her phone, Tara's, even her mom's. Voicemails swing from, "Baby, where are you?" to "You're being ridiculous. She showed up at the shop yesterday. I'd called in sick. Today I hit the bank, pulled half our savings, 22K, into a new account, froze our cards, changed every password. My boss gave me a week to work from home, no questions asked. I'm calm, methodical, but inside, I'm a damn mess." Those words, "I hope he wrecks," play on loop. Who says that about their husband? Who laughs? Worse, this wasn't a one-off. It's months of her pulling away, mocking me to her sister, building up to this. Friends are texting now. Lauren's spinning it as a misunderstanding, saying, "I'm overreacting. Gaslighting 101. One friend, Mike, says, "You guys always work it out." He doesn't know what I heard. I haven't told anyone, not even Jake. He just keeps the whiskey flowing and doesn't pry. Lauren's texts are a roller coaster. "Where are you? It was a joke. You're ruining my life. I'm scared. Please call." No apology. Just manipulation. I blocked her last night after she threatened to call the cops. Let her try. Today I met a financial guy, Carl, recommended by a coworker. Found out Lauren's been bleeding our accounts. $2,100 a month on clothes, brunches, that retreat, plus a secret credit card with a $4K balance. Carl's helping me untangle our money, legally, no drama. Lauren's about to learn what consequences means. Part of me wonders if I'm too harsh. Was it really just a drunk joke? Then I hear her laugh again, and I know this isn't the woman I married. Tomorrow I'm meeting Jake's lawyer friend to talk options. Divorce. Maybe. For now, I'm just surviving, one day at a time, letting Lauren sweat it out, wondering what I'll do next. It's been a week since I left that necklace on Tara's counter, and I'm still sleeping on Jake's couch, surrounded by takeout boxes and the ghost of Lauren's voice saying, "I hope he wrecks." I'm Ethan, 35, and my 10-year marriage is a crime scene I'm still dusting for clues. The rage is fading, replaced by this gnawing need to understand why. How did my high school sweetheart, the woman who cried when I proposed under a meteor shower, turn into someone who'd joke about cashing in my life insurance? I'm not just hurt, I'm obsessed with answers. And trust me, things are about to get wilder. I've been a ghost to Lauren, ignoring her 73 texts and 41 voicemails. She's escalating. Yesterday, she emailed my work account begging me to stop punishing her. No apology, just more "you're overreacting" nonsense. I'm not buying it, but I'm not sitting idle either. Last Tuesday, I woke up with a plan. Petty, maybe, but it felt like reclaiming my life. I borrowed Jake's pickup and drove to our house at 10 a.m., knowing Lauren would be at her marketing job. The place looked frozen in time, her coffee mug on the sink, my toolbox untouched. But it felt wrong, like I was trespassing in my own past. I packed fast, work boots, flannels, my grandpa's pocket knife, left the suits she picked out, hanging like skeletons in the closet. Took my vinyls, my socket wrench set, the framed photo of us at the Grand Canyon she hated because her hair looked flat. In the office, I unplugged my laptop, left the desk we fought over at IKEA, found our marriage license in a drawer, stared at it, then stuffed it in my bag. Why? No clue. Felt like evidence. I erased myself from that house in 3 hours, leaving our shared stuff, the couch we bickered over, the bed where she'd steal my pillows. Before I left, I did 3 things. Turned the heat to 60-degree fair, she hates being cold, swapped the fridge light bulb for a dead one, and changed the Wi-Fi password to Rec for Payout 2023. Childish. Sure. Satisfying? Hell yeah. Our neighbor, Mrs. Carter, caught me loading the truck. She eyed my boxes, raised an eyebrow. "Moving out, Ethan?" I mumbled something about storage and peeled out. Back at Jake's, I stacked my life in his garage, cracked a beer and felt free? No, not quite. More like I'd ripped off a bandage, but the wound was still bleeding. Jake just nodded and said, "Sometimes you gotta burn it all down to see what's left." He's got a point. Wednesday, I met Carl, my financial guy, again. The numbers are worse than I thought. Lauren's been siphoning 15Ks over the past year, cash withdrawals, Venmo payments to Tara, a 3K spa package I never knew about. Carl drafted a letter declaring financial separation, sent it to Lauren's office by courier. She called 10 times in an hour. I didn't answer. Also canceled our Netflix, Spotify, everything joint. Changed our cloud passwords. It's not about revenge. It's about survival. That $750K life insurance policy keeps haunting me. I called the company, switched the beneficiary to my sister. Lauren doesn't know yet. Thursday, social media exploded. Lauren posted a cryptic, "Some people throw away love over a misunderstanding." Comments poured in, her friends calling me immature, our mutuals begging for gossip. I posted one thing, a photo of that necklace box on Tara's counter. No caption. The internet lost it. Lauren's best friend, Sarah, DM'd me. She's a wreck, Ethan, talk to her. I left her on red. Then Tara called, left a voicemail. You're blowing this out of proportion. Was a joke. I saved it. Evidence is piling up. Friday, I ran into Tara at the gas station. She cornered me by the pumps, face red. You're killing her, Ethan. It was just sister talk, I asked. Is wishing me dead normal, sister? Talk? Would you laugh if your fiancé heard you say that? She stammered, turned purple, and stormed off. I didn't feel victorious, just tired. That night, Jake's buddies came over for poker. They knew something was up but didn't pry. Just dealt me in and kept the beers coming. For a few hours, I forgot the chaos. Saturday, a bombshell. I checked our joint account. Lauren tried to transfer $5,000 to Tara, blocked it, called the bank, locked her out. Then I got a text from Sarah. Lauren's at the house crying. She found your stuff gone. I didn't respond, but my brain's spinning. Is she sorry or just sorry she got caught? And what's with that $5,000? Is Tara in on something bigger? I'm meeting that lawyer tomorrow. Divorce isn't the only option, but I need a plan. Lauren's not the only one who can play chess. It's been 12 days since I heard Lauren wish me dead for insurance money, and I'm still untangling the mess of our 10-year marriage. I'm Ethan, 35, crashing on my buddy Jake's couch, surrounded by half-unpacked boxes and a growing obsession to figure out who my wife really is. The necklace I drove 12 hours through a blizzard to give her, still in its box, mocking me from Jake's coffee table. Lauren's blowing up my phone. 102 texts, 57 voicemails, even a handwritten letter slipped under Jake's door yesterday. But the more she begs, the deeper I dig, and what I'm finding is darker than I ever imagined. Buckle up, because this just got crazier. Lauren's narrative is in overdrive. She's telling everyone I abandoned her over a silly joke. Her latest voicemail, Ethan, you're breaking my heart, it was just wine talk. No sorry, just tears and guilt trips. I'm not biting. Instead, I'm playing detective. Last Sunday, I met Jake's lawyer friend, Max, at a diner. Over greasy. Burgers? He laid it out. Divorce is straightforward since we've got no kids, but the house and finances are a tangle. He suggested legal separation first, 6 months to sort things out. I nodded, but my gut's screaming there's more to Lauren's game. Max gave me a name, a private investigator named Rita. If you think she's hiding something, Rita'll find it, he said. I called her that night. Monday, I went full scorched earth, drove to the house again, this time to grab my motorcycle gear from the garage. Lauren's car was there. She'd called in sick. I texted her to stay inside. I didn't want a scene. She didn't listen. She met me at the door, eyes puffy, wearing my old hoodie. Ethan, please, let's talk. I brushed past, grabbed my stuff, and noticed something weird. A stack of unopened mail on the counter, including a bank statement I'd never seen. I pocketed it. She followed me, rambling about misunderstandings and sisterly venting. I stopped her cold. Did you mean it when you laughed about me in a coma? She froze, then mumbled, it wasn't like that. I left without another word. That bank statement, a goldmine. It showed $8,000 in transfers to an account I didn't recognize, labeled Tara Consulting. Consulting for what? Tara's a yoga instructor with a side hustle selling essential oils. I sent the statement to Rita, who's already tailing Lauren. Tuesday, Rita called with a lead. Lauren's been meeting a guy named Derek at a downtown bar twice a week. Derek's a coworker, slick type, always posting gym selfies. Rita's got photos, nothing physical, but Lauren's leaning in close, laughing, touching his arm. My stomach churns. Is this why she wanted me gone? I told Rita to keep digging. Wednesday, the plot thickened. Our neighbor, Mrs. Carter, texted me. Saw Lauren loading boxes into a U-Haul with some guy, looked shady. I drove by the house that night, parked down the street. Sure enough, a U-Haul was in the driveway, and there was Derek, hauling out my old recliner. Lauren was directing him like it was a garage sale. My recliner, the one she hated because it clashed? I snapped photos, sent them to Rita. What the hell are they planning, selling my stuff, moving in together? I didn't confront them. Not yet. Thursday, Lauren upped the ante. She posted a teary Instagram story. When the person you love ghosts, you, but you still believe in second chances. Her friends ate it up, flooding my DMs with, give her a chance. Meanwhile, Rita dropped a bomb. Those $8,000 transfers to Tara? They're linked to a shell company Derek set up. Rita's still tracing it, but it smells like fraud. Or worse. I checked our joint account again. Another 3K withdrawal attempt. Blocked. Lauren's getting desperate. Is she trying to clean me out before I pull the plug? Friday, I met Carl, my financial guy, to lock down more assets. He found another secret credit card. 6K balance. Mostly luxury boutiques and that bar where Lauren meets Derek. Carl's drafting papers to freeze her access to everything joint. I also called the insurance company again. Canceled the $750K policy entirely. If Lauren's banking on a payout, she's in for a shock. That night, Jake dragged me to a dive bar to clear my head. I didn't tell him about Derek or the money, but he knows I'm spiraling. You're smarter than this, Ethan, he said. Don't let her win. He's right, but I'm not sure what winning looks like anymore. Today, I got a text from Sarah, Lauren's best friend. She's falling apart, Ethan. She's talking about moving to Tara's permanently. Good. Let her. But then Sarah added she's scared you're gonna ruin her life. Ruin her life? After she laughed about me dying? I'm done playing nice. Rita's got one more lead to chase. Something about Derek's company and a shady loan. If it's what I think, Lauren's not just a liar. She's in deep with something dangerous. Tomorrow I'm meeting Max to prep separation papers, but if Rita's intel pans out, divorce might be the least of Lauren's worries. I'm ready to flip this chessboard. It's been 20 days since I overheard Lauren wish I'd wreck for the insurance money, and I'm still piecing together the wreckage of our 10-year marriage. I'm Ethan, 35, holed up at Jake's, my life in duffels and my heart in knots. That necklace I drove 12 hours through a blizzard to give her? It's still unopened, a reminder of the fool I was. Lauren's desperation is peaking. 137 texts, 82 voicemails, even a sob story post on Facebook about losing her soulmate. But I'm not buying her tears. The deeper I dig, the uglier it gets, and what I found this week. It's not just betrayal, it's a full-on conspiracy. Hold on tight because this roller coaster's about to derail. Lauren's playing the victim, like an Oscar contender. Her latest voicemail, Ethan, I'm begging, just talk to me. I didn't mean it. Still no real apology, just theatrics. Meanwhile, I'm working with Rita, the PI, and she's unearthing dirt that makes my skin crawl. Last Monday, Rita confirmed the $8K Lauren funneled to Tara's consulting account. Went to a shell company tied to Derek, Lauren's bar buddy. It's not just shady, it's sketchy as hell. Rita traced the company to a string of cash, loans, the kind you don't get from a bank. Derek's not just a flirty co-worker. He's got ties to some lowlifes who invest in scams. Is Lauren in on it or just a pawn? I'm not sure which is worse. Tuesday, I got bold. Drove to the house at dawn, knowing Lauren would be at her yoga class. Used my key, slipped in, and went straight for her desk. Found a locked drawer, busted it open with a screwdriver. Inside, a burner phone and a notebook. The phone had texts to Derek. Need another 5K by Friday, he's on to us. My blood ran cold. The notebook was worse. Lists of our assets, my work schedule, even notes on my habits like I'm some mark in a heist. One page had insurance payout $750K circled. I photographed everything, sent it to Rita, and got out before Lauren came back. My hands shook the whole drive to Jake's. This isn't just contempt, it's calculated. Wednesday, Lauren escalated. She showed up at Jake's banging on the door at 7 a.m. Jake answered, told her to leave. She screamed, Ethan, you're destroying us. I stayed upstairs, heart pounding, until she peeled out. Jake looked at me, shook his head. She's unhinged, man. I didn't tell him about the burner phone, not yet. Instead, I called Max, the lawyer, and told him to rush the separation papers. He warned me, if Lauren's tied to fraud, we need hard proof before filing, or she could spin it against me. Rita's working overtime, tailing Derek now. She says he met a guy in a parking lot yesterday, exchanged a duffel bag. Cash, drugs, I don't know, but it's bad. Thursday, Carl, my financial guy, dropped a bomb. Lauren tried to open a 10K line of credit in my name, forged my signature. Carl caught it, froze it, but the audacity? I'm livid. He also found 4K in charges to a hotel I've never been to, same one Derek's tagged on Instagram. I sent the hotel receipts to Rita. She's pulling security footage. If Lauren's cheating and scamming, I want her nailed. That night, I finally told Jake everything. Derek, the money, the burner phone. He stared, then poured us whiskey. She's not just a liar, Ethan. She's dangerous. He's right. And it's sinking in. I don't know the woman I married. Friday, the twist hit. Rita called at midnight. Derek's shell company? It's linked to a bigger operation, some kind of identity theft ring. Lauren's 8K wasn't a loan. It was a buy-in. She's not just spending my money, she's laundering it for Derek's crew. Rita's got names, dates, even a recorded call where Lauren tells Derek, Ethan's too dumb to check the accounts. My chest burned. Hearing that, Rita's handing her evidence to a cop friend, but she warned me. If Lauren's in deep, she could face jail. Part of me wants her to crash and burn. Part of me, stupidly, still sees the girl who kissed me under the stars. Today, Lauren's sister Tara posted online. Some men ruin everything over a misunderstanding. I laughed, bitter. Misunderstanding? Try felony. Sarah, Lauren's friend, texted. She's moving out, Ethan, says you're cruel. Cruel? I'm protecting myself. I'm meeting Rita tomorrow. She's got new footage. Max says we can file for divorce if the evidence holds, maybe even press charges. I don't know if I want Lauren in cuffs, but I want answers. The burner phone's still in my bag, taunting me. Should I turn it on, confront her, or let the law handle it? One thing's sure, Lauren's not just breaking my heart. She's playing with fire, and I'm done getting burned. It's been 30 days since I heard Lauren wish I'd wreck for insurance money, and I'm still reeling from the betrayal that's unraveling like a bad crime novel. I'm Ethan, 35, camped out at Jake's, my life a maze of secrets and lies. That necklace I nearly died delivering through a blizzard? It's in a drawer, a relic of a marriage I don't recognize. Lauren's gone from tearful voicemails to radio silence, but the quiet feels like the calm before a storm. With every new clue from Rita, my PI, I'm learning my wife wasn't just cruel. She's neck deep in a scheme that could bury us both. This chapter's a gut punch, so brace yourself. Lauren stopped begging. No texts, no calls, just a chilling void. Her last move was a cryptic Instagram post. Sometimes you have to let go to find yourself. Her friends lapped it up, but I know better. She's not soul-searching, she's covering tracks. Rita's evidence is piling up. That burner phone I found, it's a jackpot. Monday, I handed it to Rita, who cracked it open. Texts between Lauren and Derek confirmed they're laundering money through his shell company. One message from Lauren. If Ethan digs, we're screwed. Move the funds. Derek replied, chill, he's clueless. Clueless? I'm wide awake now. Tuesday, Rita got hotel footage. It shows Lauren and Derek checking in together, same. Room, 3 nights last month. No mistaking it, she's cheating. But it's not just an affair. Rita's cop contact says Derek's crew is tied to a bigger ring. Credit card fraud, fake IDs, the works. Lauren's 8K investment was her ticket in, and she's been skimming our accounts to keep it rolling. The kicker? A text on the burner phone mentions the policy. They knew about the $750K insurance. Was her joke about me wrecking a plan? My skin crawls thinking about it. Wednesday, I met Max, the lawyer, to prep separation papers. He's blunt. If she's laundering money, Ethan, you need to distance yourself now or you could get dragged into her mess. He filed for legal separation, served Lauren at work. She didn't call, but Tara did, screaming through voicemail. You're ruining her life over nothing. Nothing? I sent Tara's rant to Rita. She's building a case. That night, Jake poured whiskey and said, You're dodging a bullet, man. She's not your Lauren anymore. I nodded, but it stings. I loved her. Flaws, dreams, all of it. Thursday, the storm broke. Rita called at 6 a.m. Her cop friend raided Derek's apartment, found fake IDs, stolen credit cards, and, get this, a ledger with Lauren's initials next to $20K in contributions. Derek's in custody, spilling. To save himself, he claims Lauren was eager to join, dazzled by promises of quick cash. Rita says cops are circling Lauren, but she's vanished. Her car's gone, house empty, phone off. Sarah, her friend, texted. She's terrified, Ethan. Says you set her up. Set her up? I'm the one blindsided. Friday, I went to the house. Door unlocked, lights off. Lauren's closet was half empty, designer bags gone. On the kitchen table, a note in her handwriting. I never meant to hurt you. I got in too deep, I'm sorry. No explanation, just that. I bagged the note for Rita. Then I found something else. A hidden safe in her office, cracked open, empty except for a USB drive. Plugged it into Jake's laptop, password protected, but the file names. Account logs. Derek deals. My gut says it's the key to everything. Rita's tech guy is cracking it now. Today I'm a wreck. Cops called. Want me to come in Monday? Lauren's a person of interest? They asked about the insurance policy, my finances, even my driving habits. Do they think I'm involved? Max says, stay calm, we've got proof I'm clean. But Lauren's out there running and I'm left wondering, was any of it real? The girl who laughed at my dumb jokes, who cried when we lost our dog, did she ever exist or was I just her mark? Jake says let her sink, but part of me wants to find her, demand answers. Not for love, for closure. Rita's got one last lead. A motel where Lauren's card was used yesterday. Cops are checking, but I'm tempted to go myself. The USB is still uncracked, taunting me. If it proves what I fear, that she planned to cash in on my death, I'm done. Divorce, charges, whatever it takes. But if she's just a scared pawn, manipulated by Derek, can I walk away? 30 days ago, I'd have died for her. Now, I'm fighting to save myself. Tomorrow I'm meeting Max to plan next steps. This isn't over, but one way or another I'm ending it. It's been 45 days since I heard Lauren wish I'd wreck for insurance money, and I'm standing at the edge of a truth I never wanted. I'm Ethan, 35, now in a one-bedroom apartment, my old life with Lauren a smoldering ruin. That necklace I drove through a blizzard for? I sold it, used the cash for rent. Lauren's on the run, tied to a fraud ring with her lover Derek, and I'm holding the key to her downfall, a USB drive that could send her to prison. But what I found when I confronted her? It's not just betrayal. It's a mirror to my own blindness. This is the endgame, and it's a heartbreaker with a twist you won't see coming. The USB drive cracked open on day 32. Rita's tech guy unlocked it, revealing spreadsheets of Lauren's transactions. $30K funneled through. Derek's shell company, linked to stolen identities. One file chilled me. A draft email to an insurance agent dated a month before her joke, asking how to expedite a $750K payout. My name was in bold. She wasn't just hoping I'd crash. She was planning for it. I gave the drive to Rita's cop friend. They tracked Lauren to a motel 200 miles away. On day 35, I did something reckless. I drove there, not for love, but to look her in the eyes and ask why. I found her in a dingy room, curtains drawn, looking like a ghost, hair greasy, eyes hollow. She gasped when I walked in, no fight left. Ethan, I didn't know you'd come. I didn't sit, just stood holding the USB. Was I ever real to you, or just a paycheck? She cried. Real tears, not the Instagram kind. Said she got sucked into Derek's world, chasing a life she thought we'd never have. The insurance. Talk? Just hypotheticals, she swore, until Derek pushed her to think bigger. She claimed she never meant to act on it, but the texts, the email, they tell a different story. I left her there, sobbing, and called Rita. Cops picked her up that night. Day 38, Lauren was charged. Conspiracy to commit fraud, identity theft. Derek singing, pinning most of it on her to cut a deal. Max, my lawyer, says she's looking at 3-5 years. I filed for divorce the next day, no contest. The house is on the market, we'll split the proceeds. I kept my tools, my truck, my dignity. But closure, that's trickier. Sarah, her friend, sent a letter. Lauren's broken, Ethan. She hated herself for hurting you. I didn't reply. Tara's silent now, no more social media rants. Our friends are split. Some call me cold for not helping her. Others say I dodged a bullet. Jake just hands me beers and says, "You're free, man." Day 42, I went to the station. Lauren asked to see me. Against Max's advice, I went. She was in a gray jumpsuit, no makeup, no fight. She apologized. First, real one in 45 days. I lost myself, Ethan. You were the best thing, and I threw it away. I asked the question burning me. When did you stop loving me? She looked down. When I started hating who I'd become. It wasn't an answer, but it was enough. I walked out, lighter but hollow. Love doesn't vanish. It just scars. Today, day 45, I'm rebuilding. Got a promotion at the shop, lead mechanic now. Signed a lease on my apartment, hung a photo of my old dog, not Lauren. The USBs with the cops, the divorce papers signed. But last night, a final twist hit. Rita called. Lauren's lawyer found a loophole. The insurance email wasn't sent. Just drafted, might not hold up as intent. She could walk in a year. Part of me rages, she doesn't deserve a break. Part of me, the idiot who loved her, hopes she finds the girl I met at 17. I won't be there to see it. I went back to that diner where Max and I planned my escape. Ordered a burger. Stared at the spot where I decided to fight. 45 days. Ago I was a lovesick fool, ready to die for a woman who'd laugh at my grave. Now, I'm Ethan, still standing, still breathing, stronger than I knew. I texted Jake, "Grill tonight?" He's bringing steaks. Tomorrow I'm meeting Max to tie up loose ends. Lauren's fate's out of my hands, but mine, it's mine to build. I don't know if I'll ever trust again, but I trust me now. That's enough. Thanks, internet strangers, for writing this with me. Your DMs, even the wild ones about keying her car, kept me sane. One last thing. I bought a new necklace, not for anyone, just a chain with a small anchor. A reminder, I'm my own safe harbor, still standing, still breathing, and finally free. That's the end of today's story. Did things turn out the way you thought, Or were there some surprises along the way? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't joined the community yet, now's the perfect time. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you're always the first to catch new stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.